Hello, viewer. This is vlog day 3, uh, 7 2014. This is the first day I'll be doing the vlog that I have gone to work, which means that today's my good day. I woke up at 7, took a shower, made breakfast, lunch, and went to work a little after 8. So, yeah, most of my day consisted of working. Guess I didn't really stick to the schedule I had planned. Uh, just because work doesn't do that. I had put on my schedule that I was going to work/worship, which means that I concentrate on God while I'm working, and I didn't do that today. I didn't remind myself to. I didn't look at the schedule, and it was just a sort of hectic day where if I had remembered to do it, it would have gone better. Life would have been better if I had. Youth camp was scheduled for 3 weeks from now, and I had off, approved and everything, a full week, and we weren't going to be able to do it. And I was sort of happy because I would have had that week where I didn't have to do anything, but confirmation today that we're doing youth camp next weekend. So I'm going to have to get the days off, or just let them know that I'm not going to be here for that weekend, and it's going to be a lot. I'm also going to try and get a vehicle before camp starts so I can drive down there in my own vehicle, bring my bike and everything, take a couple kids in the car, which is going to put a strain on me, just getting the vehicle and camp. It's always a good experience in the end, even if I'm not quite sure if I should be doing it. If I'm not sure I'm quite ready to do something like that, and just be so into it, because when I do something like that, I want to get deep into it and get change. And a lot of people don't. They just do it because they want it to be fun. And I don't. Most of the time, I don't just do something because I want it to be fun. I do something because there's a purpose. I can't just run because the only purpose would be exercise, and exercise in of itself is not a good enough purpose for me. Exercise and something. When I bike, it's exercise and fun. It's doing something that, I don't know, uses a good part of my brain, whereas running just uses the painful part of my body. Okay, so I got off of work a little bit early because I had some extra time. I'm going to get some extra time so that I could get my dad to the prayer meeting, which I needed to do anyway so I could get the camp information to the person that is heading up, turning in all the camp information. So a couple of things I got from work, I took up to church and just popped in the microwave, had that before the prayer meeting started, and talked with the people about the camp stuff, and then we did the prayer meeting, which started with sort of a discussion on prayer in video form. Yay. Those things are always so captivating. After that was worship, music, singing, and then actual prayer time, which I expected to last longer, personally. I expected there to be less devotion and worship, and then there was prayer. And there was really just a lot more worship than prayer than I expected. I mean, I know it's difficult for most people, including me, to pray for a long period of time. But maybe I think it should have started more with prayer gone into a message and then do prayer, then do worship and then do prayer. Something that you have prayer with breaks to do other things, so that you break the prayer up into manageable pieces of time, I guess is kind of what I would expect from a prayer meeting. That's not what we did, and it's not what we had to do. It's the first time I had gone to it, and I did pray. Felt like God was moving, that the prayers are going to be answered, that it was effective. I don't know exactly how you describe it. Came home, got on YouTube, had to deal with temptation today. And not just when I was on the internet, but at work. It's difficult, because trying to be morally good, not just in my actions, but also in my thoughts. And I can tell you, if you can make worship and prayer and concentrating on God a part of your moment-to-moment life, then dealing with temptation is not so hard. But when God is the focus of your every moment, then temptation creeps in pretty easily, and you have to run, or an equivalent of running, just getting away from the temptation, or you give in. And while I'm at work, I'm not going to give in to temptation. Just like while I was at school, I wasn't going to give in to temptation. But when you're alone, it's a lot more difficult. And in your mind, it pops up. So I had to deal with that today, and I didn't really give in. So that's better. And doing this is going to keep me from giving in tonight. Just reminding myself of everything that I know and I need to know. It's going to give me strength. And that's why you concentrate on God, because it gives you strength. Knowing what He would want you to do and what He has for you to do. So I haven't actually looked over the other vlogs yet, and I have a really horrible memory sometimes. Sometimes I have a really great memory. I have a pretty bad short-term memory, though, of just things that I have said and done. So pretty soon I'm going to go over and watch the vlogs that I have done, and I will address some of the things that I said I would address in future vlogs, or I will plan to address them. Once more, this vlog isn't necessarily for someone or anyone other than me. It might never be seen by someone other than me, but if you're watching this, then I wanted someone to see it. So yeah, this isn't pointless, what I'm doing here. It is pointed. It has direction and purpose, and not just for me. If you're watching it, it has some sort of purpose for you too. End of vlog 3, 7/1/2014. Goodbye.